In this class, we are going to study probability. Keep trying. Failures increase the probability of success. So, my request to a student is that keep trying whatever you are doing. Class objective. Definition of probability. Random experiment. Sample space. Event. Simple problems on single events. So, the first question is, what is probability? You may have heard that somebody is telling that there is a probability that it will rain today. There is a probability there would be BJP government in the center. There would be probability that India will win the World Cup. So what is probability? Probability is the measure of likeliness that an event will occur in a random experiment. Now, here there are two terms, event and random experiment. Let me explain what is a random experiment. A random experiment is an experiment where exact outcome of the experiment cannot be predicted. Like you're tossing a coin, you cannot say that whether a head will come or a tail will come. So this is a random experiment. An event is a set of outcomes of an experiment. When we are doing some experiment, some outcome will come. The outcome is called event. And sample space is set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. When we are tossing a coin, either a head will come or a tail will come. So coming head or coming tail is an event. And altogether head and tail is called sample space. There are two types of probability. One is experimental probability or database probability, and the another is mathematical probability. What is database probability or experimental probability? We know that in the last 5 World Cup, India have won 2 World Cups. So the probability of India would win the next World Cup would be 2/5. Mathematically, probability is defined as number of favorable events divided by total number of events. Suppose we toss a coin 100 times and we find that 45 times head came and 55 times tail comes. So what is the probability of getting a head? Since 45 times head came in the experiment, so probability of getting head is 45 by total number of experiment, that is 100. So 45 by 100 is the probability of getting head in the experiment where a coin is tossed 100 times and 45 times head came. So this is called experimental probability or database probability. But mathematically, probability of an event happening, P equal to number of ways it can happen divided by total number of outcomes. In our course, uh, we have to learn mathematical probability. Now, tossing a coin. When a coin is tossed, what is the probability of getting a head? Here, we have to see what are the outcomes. When you toss a coin, either a head or a tail will come. So total number of outcomes is 2, and the favorable number of number of events is 1. So the probability of getting head is 1 by 2. Similarly, what is probability of getting 6 when a die is rolled? So when a die is rolled, 6 number can come, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the total number of outcomes or sample space is 6, and 6 is coming only one time. So mathematically, probability of getting 6 when a die is rolled is 1 by 6. Probability of getting 3 is also 1 by 6. Now, probability of getting even number. So how many even numbers are here? 2, 4, 6. So favorable events are 3. So if somebody asks what is the probability of getting an even number when a die is rolled, then 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. Now, properties of probability. Probability of impossible event is 0. Like, what is probability of getting 7 when a die is rolled? Answer would be 0. Why? Because there is no 0 in a die. In a die there is only 6 numbers. Up to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So getting 7 is, the probability of getting 7 is 0. Probability of definite event is 1. Example, what is probability of getting either head or tail when a coin is tossed? It is 1. Because you will either get you will either get head or you will either get tail. So definitely you will get either head or tail. So probability of getting either head or tail is 1. So from this example, we can think that probability of all other events, whatever the probability, is between 0 and 1. This is called the first property of probability. So probability of occurring of an event will be between 0 and 1. All possible outcomes together must have the probability 1. Like the probability of getting a head when you toss a coin is 1 by 2. Probability of getting a tail is also 1 by 2. But if you add, then it is coming 1. So all possible outcomes together must have probability 1. The third law of probability, properties of probability, is that if T is the probability of occurring of event and Q is probability of not occurring an event, then P plus Q equal to 1. Independent events. If one event has no influence on the outcome of another event, both the events are called independent events. Example. Suppose two coins are tossed. So what will come on the second coin is independent of what will come in the first coin. Suppose in the first coin head is coming, it doesn't mean on the second coin head will come or tail will come. So the probability of getting head on two different coins tossed simultaneously are totally independent. So if A and B are two independent events, then the probability of occurring A and B together equal to probability of occurring A multiplied by probability of occurring B. Now, what are the dependent events? Dependent events means if the second or first event depends on each other, then it is called dependent event. Like if in a box there are 5 balls and each balls are of different color. So what is the probability that you will get a red color ball when you pick one ball from the box? And there is one red ball in the box, then it is 1 by 5. Once you have taken one red ball from the box, there are 4 balls remaining. And suppose one ball is green. So what is the probability of getting one ball which is green? Then it will be 1 by 4. Since in the first draw we have taken one ball, in the second draw number of balls are 4. So in the second draw the probability is 1 by 4. Here both are dependent events. Now let us see example of independent events. If two coins are tossed simultaneously, what is the probability of getting head and head? So probability of getting head on the first coin is half, and the probability of getting head on the second coin is half. So probability of getting heads on both the coins is half multiplied by half, 1 by 4. Now let us examine probability line. If a line represents a probability, so the leftmost point where 0 is written represent impossible event. The right hand side where 1 is written is represent certain event. So probability of certain event is 1 and the probability of impossible event is 0. Even chance is just in between, it is 0.5 or half. If the probability is between 0.5 to 1, we say it is likely event. If the probability is between 0 and 0.5, it is called unlikely event. Now, a problem. A spinner has 4 equal sectors colored yellow, blue, green and red. What are the chances of landing on blue after spinning the spinner? So it is spinning. So what is the chance that it will stop at blue. So number of ways to land on blue is 1 because it is 1, 2, 3, 4. And total number of color is 4. So it is 1 by 4. So chances of landing on blue after spinning the spinner is 1 by 4. The second problem is a glass jar contains 6 red, 5 green, 8 blue and 3 yellow marbles. If a single marble is chosen at random from the jar, what is the probability of choosing a red marble? Here, what is the number of red marbles? 6. And what is the total number of marbles? 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 3. So it will be 6 by 22. Number of ways to be choose red is 6 and total number of marbles 22. So it is 3 by 11. The probability of getting a red marble is 3 by 11. Find the probability of getting roll a sum of 5 when 2 dice are rolled. Here, when we roll 2 dice, a combination of numbers we can get. The total number of permutations and combinations we get is 6 multiplied by 6. So total 36 combinations can be get when we roll 2 dice. Now let us see how many are of our use. That means how many combinations we get where the sum of two numbers is 5. Just example. So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are there where you can get 5. So what is the probability that on the first die you will get 1, that is 1 by 6, and what is the probability that on the second die you will get 36, that is 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 multiplied by 1 by 6, 1 by 36, because these two are mutually independent events. And these are the dependent events. If you get this, you cannot get this. If you get this, you cannot get this. So all the 4 outcomes are mutually independent. To know the total independence events, probability of all the independence events, we sum it up. And when it is when it is independent, we multiply. And when probabilities are dependent, then it has to be added. So 1 by 36, 1 by 36, 1 by 36, 1 by 36, 4 by 36. A school has 820 male students and 835 female students. If a student from the school is selected at random, what is the probability that the student would be a female? So total number of female students are 835 and total number of students is 820 plus 835. So the probability would be 835 divided by total number of students. The probability will come 0.505. The third question is, find the probability of getting 53 Fridays in a leap year. You know that in a normal year, there are 365 days. And in a leap year, there would be 366 days. So 360 days, 6 days means 52 weeks and 2 days. A leap year must have 52 Fridays because it has full 52 weeks. The remaining 2 days can be Sunday and Monday, Monday and Tuesday, or Thursday and Wednesday, or Wednesday or Thursday, or Thursday and Friday, or Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday. So 52 weeks means 52 Fridays. Now, out of 7 cases, 2 cases are there, then 2 days would be at least 1 Friday. So this one and this one. So probability of 1 extra Friday, that is total 53 Friday, 2 divided by 7, because there are 7 combinations are possible. Now, odd in favor and odd in against. Odd in favor of any event is ratio of success probability and failure probability. If P is the success probability and Q is the failure probability, then odd in favor is P by Q. Similarly, odd in against of any event is a ratio of failure probability and success probability, that is Q by P, where Q is failure probability and P is success probability. Questions. 200 tickets were sold for a drawing to win a new television. If Matt purchased 10 of the tickets, what is the odd in favor of Matt's winning the television? Now, first we have to find out what is the success probability, means what is the probability that Matt will win the lottery, win the television. So since he has purchased 10 tickets out of 200, so winning probability is 10 by 200, that is 1 by 20. And the losing probability is 1 minus 1 by 20, or since 10 is winning event, so 200 minus 10, 190 is the losing event. So 100 by 200. So it is 19 by 20. So odd in favor is 1 by 20 by 19 by 20, that is 1 by 19. And odd in against, that is failure probability divided by success probability, that is 19 by 20 by 1 by 20, it is 19. Your odds of completing college algebra class are 16 by 9. What is the probability that you will complete the class? So odd of completing college is 16 to 9. So total number of sample space will be 16 plus 9, 25. And odd of completing is 16 ratio 9. So 16, there is 16 favorable outcome and 9 unfavorable outcome. That is odd in favor. So probability that he will success is 16 by 25, that is 0.24. So here I complete this class, but there is lot of things in probability. This is only for class 9 and 10. If you want to learn more, kindly contact me on 943117966 for other classes. Here also, for the class 9 and 10 students, I will suggest to see my other videos for more problem solving skills. Thank you.